Hi, Mr. Snow.
Hey,
How are you doing today? I'm Bruce Berger.
nice to meet you.
I'm a case manager with your health plan. I understand that you came in today to talk about your diabetes.
Yeah, I'm supposed to learn how to manage it. I just learned that I got diabetes, and apparently it's pretty bad because she said my blood sugar was sky high, and then she laid all these huge consequences on things that can happen. It just sounds so disastrous, and then she told me you got to do all this stuff, and man, I'm just sort of swimming right now.
So you just saw the doctor, and you sound like you just got blindsided with not only how frightening this seems that you have diabetes, and that you say she told you a whole lot of things that can happen. About your eyes and circulation and all those kinds of things.
She mentioned my legs having troubles,
and so you're really kind of reeling right now from all of that, and you sound a little bit pretty scared, actually.
Well, it's not just being scared. I don't want that to happen to me. But then when she reels off all these things I got to do, and I'm sort of going, oh. I'm not certain I can even get it done. So it's sort of I'm sitting here thinking that, oh my God, this is what's going to happen to me, and
so
it's discouraging.
Yeah,
it's just plain discouraging.
So it sounds a lot like, on top of the fact that you've got something you're really scared about having consequences in terms of everything that can happen. What worries you also is all the different things that she told you you're going to need to do to get it under control, and can't imagine doing all those things, so you almost feel like all that bad stuff's going to happen.
Yeah, it looks like a massive task that I may not be able to handle, and then all this horrible stuff happens to me. I mean, it's a bleak-looking situation in a lot of ways.
Okay, and what I want to do is help you kind of break this up into some doable chunks so that we can get your blood sugar down. On the one hand, your doctor's right. Your blood sugar is very high, and we do want to get it down so that we don't have those consequences happen. And there are a number of things that you need to do in order to get your blood sugar down. On the other hand, we can take this a step at a time so it's not so overwhelming, and I'd like you to be able to tell me what kinds of things that you can do right now. For example, there's basically 3 things that need to be worked on with diabetes. Taking your medicine as prescribed, and honestly, if I was going to work on one thing right away, given that everything seems so overwhelming, would probably be that first, because that'll have the biggest impact. How does that sound so far?
Well, I don't think too much trouble in taking the medicine, especially since I understand my blood sugar is really high. And
so that sounds doable.
I'm pretty good at taking.
Yeah, because it looks like you need to just take your medicine once a day from the prescription. So that sounds doable right now.
Yeah, I think I could probably do that.
Okay, the other things that need to be worked on over time certainly would be changing your eating habits. To eat healthier, not necessarily less, but healthier. And the other thing would be getting some more physical activity. And by the way, that doesn't mean going to a gym. That means things like more walking, maybe using stairs instead of an elevator or an escalator, stuff like that.
Well, she also mentioned monitoring my blood sugar and all this, and that just seemed like a lot of mumbo jumbo to me.
Yeah, that really is to give you feedback about how those other things are doing so that it keeps you on task.
Oh, okay.
So it helps you know that when you're taking your medicine, when you're changing your eating habits, that it's really having an impact on your blood sugar, because getting your blood sugar down is going to keep you from having all those other problems. Now, where does this leave you right now in terms of how you're feeling?
Well, I like it that that we can do it a step at a time. That relieves some pressure.
Okay.
And being able to talk with you and do this as we go along, rather than I wasn't certain I could just put this huge program into effect. But doing a step at a time, and getting on the medicine, I don't think that's any big problem. That I can do. I'm pretty
Sounds
certain.
like you're very committed to that.
Yeah, I think I could do that. as long as there's no big time side effects. But